Good evening and welcome everyone to the QF Team Wednesday night opportunity. We're Steve and Gina Merritt from West Palm Beach, Florida, and we are so excited tonight to be hosting you all about the X39 and this amazing tiny little stem cell reactivating patch. So before we get started, I just want to share with you real quick this tiny little patch. The inside of it is made of nano-organic crystals. You actually could put this on your body anywhere you want. You wear it 12 hours on and 12 hours off. We suggest you put it on in the morning when you brush your teeth. You can peel the little paper off the back and actually stick this anywhere on your body. You wear it all day long for 12 hours. When you go to bed at night, you brush your teeth again, you peel it up, throw it away, and then in the morning you sleep, rest, rejuvenate, let your body work and heal, and then you put a brand new patch on in the morning. So we just want to welcome each one of you, let you first of all know that this actually elevates from the heat of your body, it elevates, raises your copper peptides, which then reactivates your very own stem cells. Yes, so it's so exciting, but we want to be real clear and make sure everyone knows this tiny little patch does not heal your body. It only puts your body in a reboot and your body begins to heal all on its own. So your body's doing everything on its own. This little patch does absolutely nothing. Puts your body, wakes up those stem cells and they start working. As you hear the story go on tonight, you're going to see some slides talking about how as we age, our stem cells start to become lazy and miss sleep and are not working properly. So we want to welcome each one of you around the world. We're so excited to be on tonight. So whoever invited you on here thought highly of you. And this is an order form. When you get finished tonight, before you put your head on your pillow or forever, if you're starting your day, make sure that you enroll yourself. We'll explain in a little more detail in just a moment, but this is a form that someone might have sent you, or they might have sent you a link. Either way is the way you can use either way, the form or the link to get yourself enrolled tonight. Because the quicker you get yourself enrolled, the sooner your product gets shipped to you and you can start wearing the X39 patch and sharing it with your family, friends, and acquaintances.
Guys, we want to welcome all the new guests that are on here tonight. You have come to the right place. Our friends have been feeling incredible because of what is happening as their body goes into this reboot like Gina was talking about. Gina and I were praying, researching for the last year for a company and a product and a corporate team that really had the same type vision and corporate values that we had. A sponsor that was amazing, which we're going to introduce in a second. And, God's favor most of all, because we're looking to bless our friends. We were praying for our friends to be blessed. In order to do that, you got to have a product that talks for itself, does the talking for you. So they're not even have to open their mouth. It is that good. And the testimonies are that great. As a matter of fact, Gina and I have cried more in the last 8 months since launching, just 8 months over our friends' health than we have in the last 8 years. Okay. And the great thing is that our friends have been crying and talking about what is going on with them. And we've all been very emotional. Now, 8 months later, they're calling us and crying about what it's doing for them financially, which is very exciting. We're going to share with you again tonight. So I'm telling you, your friend thought highly enough of you to put you on here. And those of you that got a special friend that you'd like to hear what this product is doing, tonight's testimony will bring you all to tears. I will tell you that.
That's right.
And you would want to text them and let them know that we're just getting started. It's going to be incredible. We're going to give you a top level view of exactly what we're doing. It's going to be fun and it's going to be energetic. It's going to be informative. And most of all, you are going to really, really take this to heart because of what you're going to hear tonight. So
everybody on here has a sponsor, a very special sponsor. Yeah. Our sponsor, I'm excited to introduce, is a senior presidential director. She lives way down in Miami, right? And her name is Onyx Gold. So welcome our amazing sponsor, Onyx Gold.
Well, I just want to start by saying, Gina, you look so pretty. Your skin is gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. Ooh la la, you must be wearing this amazing patch, right? Wow. Right. You really do look good. I can't wait to see you on April 15th. If I don't see you before that, we're going to have a fun day. But welcome everyone, and it's another great Wednesday night, and I agree completely with Steve and Gina. You're going to hear some great stories, great testimonials about this amazing little product. I was introduced to X39, which is the name of this product, about 3.5 years ago, and it's changed my life. This product did nothing. My body was able to cure and heal even my own gums. And so it's amazing to see what's happened. My hair grows like crazy. I have to go in and get a cut every 2 weeks because I try and have a short haircut. It just keeps growing and growing and growing, which has been fun. I've seen my age spot has practically disappeared. I had a swollen lymph node in the fold of my left leg. Some days it's completely gone. Other days it's there by 1 or 2%. And then, as I said, I had one of those fancy periodontal dentists. I have a map of my gums from before I used X39. After I was using X39 for 1 year, my body turned on, it rebooted exactly like Gina was saying. And when I went into the fancy periodontal dentist, he said 75% of your pockets are gone. He said, that doesn't happen, Onyx. What have you been doing? Has your dental hygiene changed? And I said, no, sir, I'm sorry, it has not. I've actually just been wearing this little patch, and my body's been healing itself. After 2 years of wearing the X39, 12 hours on, take it off, throw it away, rest and rejuvenate, put a new patch on. I went in, I opened my mouth, and he says, wow. And I said, what's that mean? And he said, these are completely healthy gums. So this little product has been an amazing blessing in my life, and a blessing in so many people, my friends and my family. And we're on a rocket ship. It's been a great ride so far, and we haven't even begun.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right. So Onyx, tell them a little bit before we get started. I'm going to talk a little bit about the product, a little more about it, and do some testimonies. But tell them when you started, where the company was at, the kind of energy, momentum, and rocket growth that we're experiencing. What happened last month financially for everyone in the company?
So this is what you call a legacy company. LifeWave is I think a 19-year-old company. For the first 16 years they were in business, they did $20 million annually. This product, the X39, it took David 10 years of research and development and $4.5 million to bring it to market. He launched this product on January of 19. I found this company, this product in July, last day of July of 19, and we finished 2019 at $70 million. We finished 2020 at 100 through the pandemic at $140 million. We finished 2021 at $280 million. And I believe we finished 2022 around the 340 million. Last month, the month of February, we had the biggest month ever. We finished at $31 million, with the United States market now in the #1 position. US has been in the #1 position since about August, which is fantastic. And I don't see us slowing down at all. So in terms of looking for a company that's in momentum, we're in momentum. In terms of looking for an amazing team, this is the fastest growing team in the company. In terms of looking for the amazing product, this product makes up 80% of corporate's total sales. And like Gina said, it's really simple. If you can peel off the back of this little sticker and put this patch any place you want, it'll activate your own stem cells. And as much energy as Gina has, I have a hard time believing her stem cells were asleep, but I guess they're awake now.
All right, so that's exciting. And the great thing is Onyx, Gina, myself have a lot of history together. She's got 3 daughters. We got 3 daughters and a son. Our 3 daughters babysat for her 3 toddlers when our kids were teenagers. Years before we ever got in business like this before, where all of us had incredible success. So you want to be partnered up with people that really understand this industry and how to make it happen. And we do, and we're excited to be partnered up with every one of you and those of you that are brand new. So I'm going to go through a quick presentation, give you a top overview of exactly how it works. I encourage you to get back with your friend, like Gina said, as soon as this is over with, or before that, and get yourself started, because it's that important to take this serious about what this X39 is doing for your health. So if you haven't put the patch on yet, get a patch, get it put on. And like Onyx said, all you do is you wear it for 12 hours and then you take it off for 12 hours, you throw it away, you put a new one on every day. I've been wearing it for over 8 months, and I had 14 surgeries from being a pro athlete for over 25 years, living in pain for at least 10 years, taking handfuls of Excedrin and Advil. And Gina kept telling me, do not take that. It's not good for you. But I kept wanting to keep.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's going to kill you.
Kill you. Right? So luckily she was telling me to stop taking it,
I did.
you know, and then Onyx came along and said, stop being so stubborn, put this X39 on. And I put it on, and within 1 week I was out of pain. Haven't had pain for over 8 months. I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm thinking, would people keep putting this patch on, you know, throwing it away, putting a new one on? And we cannot wait. Onyx, Gina, myself, all of our friends cannot wait to put this patch on every single morning, because we feel that great. So we're confident that you are going to want to feel that great, and because of that, there's a huge lucrative business plan behind it, which we'll go through in a bit. But at 30 years old, we didn't know this. I didn't know, as a pro athlete for 25 years, that half of your stem cells are active. It does not take long to become 30 years old. If you're 25, you're almost there, and half of your stem cells are going to be firing. And then at 60, you basically no stem cell activity. So you've got stem cells, but they are stagnant. And I can't get anyone since July 1st making my first phone call to tell me and look me in the eye that they want to live the rest of their life with stagnant stem cells. That's why I can't get anyone to say no to this X39. And if you're a business person taking a look at this, take it serious, because when people really understand what it does and where their health is, nobody informed me this. Now, I did hear about stem cell injections, but they cost a lot of money. They don't always work, and usually you have to do it multiple times versus just $99 for a month's supply. That's what this sleeve looks like right here. When you hear the word sleeve, that's what we're referring to. Looks like the size of a postcard. There's 30 X39 patches in that sleeve, so you wear them for a month, okay? Now, Gina talked about it a bit. Onyx talked about it. There's organic nanocrystals in this X39 patch. So when you put that on your body, the light from your body, our bodies, a lot of people don't know this, but they portray light. I learned a lot. I've got Gina and myself have gotten educated over the last 8 months of how things work, okay? When you put on night vision, if you've never done that, but you've seen it like on commercials or whatever, when they're talking about night vision goggles, you see people because they portray light.
I've seen it when the police are chasing the bad guys.
Right, helicopters out there, you know? So when you put the patch on, that light from your body that's portrayed activates those crystals that it activates your copper peptide, okay? If you Google that, that's the holy grail of reversing aging. GHK is the symbol. Take a look at that. When that is elevated, it reactivates your own stem cells. And we didn't realize this. I didn't know this at all. But when you do an injection, that only goes to your joint or your muscle. Where these patches, when they activate your own stem cells, your stem cells that are reactivated go to the weakest link. Onyx trained us on this, and she said, hey, they go to every one of your organs is made of stem cells. So your brain, your heart, your liver, your lungs, your skin, even your skin, the biggest organ in your body, is made up of all stem cells. And these stem cells that are being reactivated are going to the weakest link wherever it needs repaired. We've even heard the founder and the inventor of the X39 show us on screens of somebody's brain, a 70-year-old's brain, and showing us how you could see from her brain. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just nodding my head when he's showing this to me, but he said that you could tell from this picture that she's got absolutely no activity in her brain as far as stem cells. Think about that. This is not just one woman that has this. This is what's going on in our bodies. And not only is it happening in our brain, but it's happening in our liver, in our lungs, in our heart, and in our skin. So with this patch on, within 3 weeks, you could see her brain start lighting up, and in 6 weeks, incredible. And that is why people are seeing incredible results in all areas of their body. Now, the company, like Onyx said, is a 19-year-old company, just recently went from 20 million to 280 million. If you're an entrepreneur, that should be a wake-up call that something big is happening. Since we got started, the easiest conversation I've ever had with anyone, picking up the phone, and I'm not that kind of person because I'm always thinking, what will somebody say? But it is so easy to call your friend and say, do you know anything about stem cells? And start the conversation. And everyone, when I inform them what's going on, does not want to leave the phone call without figuring out a way to reactivate their own stem cells that have started to go stagnant. Now, if they're not quite 60 yet, they're slowing down, and they can feel that. And especially if you're a little, as you get older, the older you get and those stem cells are becoming stagnant, that's what you're more prone to: sickness and disease, recovering slower from injury, okay, and you're feeling more sluggish. So if you are feeling sluggish, that is the main reason. And think about it. During the COVID time at 7 o'clock, everybody's yawning, going to bed. We are on fire here, just starting to get excited at 8 o'clock at night here. We're in 75 countries. So this morning, we did a big meeting for Australia, and we're able to, everyone that gets started in this business has got a cousin or a relative in Europe, or they got a friend of a friend that knows somebody in Asia or in Australia, New Zealand, in 75 countries and growing. It's very, very exciting that you can build an international business. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Here's David Schmidt. Gene and I interviewed him before we got started. We were so impressed. We were blown away that he had over 130 patents. I mean, I don't have friends that have 2 patents, let alone 130 patents, which is very interesting. It took him 10 years of research and $4.5 million to bring this X39 to the marketplace. And you've got the opportunity tonight to take advantage of that for $99 for a month's supply. I mean, it is doable for anyone that gets serious about what they got their hands on. And all Gene and I have been doing has been talking about Onyx's story and the story of the company going from 20 million to 280 million, patented technology, and the testimonies our friends are having, and nobody wants to be left out. So we're confident if you're on here tonight, you don't want to be left out. Here's the patent that was recently approved July 2020. So we've got years of running with this incredible technology that nobody else has. And the only other way people know how to get stem cells are injections, and they don't always work, and they don't stick. They don't go to every organ in your body like your own stem cells do. Now, people wonder why some people in a word of mouth business or network marketing business do not have the success that they'd like. And I can tell you, over the last 2 decades, almost every network marketing company has the exact same products. I call them Me Too products: weight loss, skincare, supplements. And those type of products are everywhere. They're in every department store, every health food store. They're online. They're on TV. It's very difficult to be unique enough to be different. You've got to have a product that nobody else has, that everybody needs. And everyone needs their stem cells to be active to live a peak performance life, coming from a world champion, that I love to be able to be active and do the fun things that I can do for as long as I possibly can. So I'm seeing that with people as I talk to them. Here's some of the things. Take a snapshot of this, of what the X39 is doing for people. Rapid pain relief. Think about people you know that are in pain. Reduced inflammation. That's the #1 thing you should look at, because everything on this screen comes from inflammation. So you want to make sure that you are having a product that can do that. And that's what the X39 is doing. They're helping us with wound healing, energy and vitality. I mean, the key is like Gina and Onyx said, you put this patch on, the patch activates your copper peptide, reactivates your own stem cells, and these things that are shown here is what happens. Mental clarity, we're seeing a lot of that. Sports activities and higher, better performance in sports. Swim teams, many people are having it in their athletics, seeing much more performance, doing better. Recovery is incredible. And of course, skin appearance, like Onyx and Gina were talking about, is a big factor. Now, all this and these long-term results can be found on our website called startx39.com. There's 80 case studies that are on there. The doctor's reviews, the patents, the testimonies are all there. Go there tonight to do your research. Some of you need to do a lot of research, so it's there for you to have very intense research. Like we have a lot of doctors on our team, and some of you don't need to have as much research. Okay. What are the first things that it does? In the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. You're going to see that even on tonight's testimony, that because of this reboot that Gina talks about, people are seeing incredible results. In 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. I didn't know it could go out of balance. So who would want to live with an unbalanced brain? PTSD, anxiety, and depression symptoms are decreased. And we're seeing that a lot. Ladies, within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Wrinkles are decreased. Hair growth is happening. And your bones and your muscles are getting stronger. Within 6 months, the big one, out of a case study that we have, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by 8 years with just 6 months on the X39. Who does not want their heart pumping and your vascular system working much better, going to a younger state within 6 months? So this is actually like David Schmidt's quote here, it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. Here's the website I spoke about. Make sure you take a picture of that and go to it right after we're done. But first sign up before you do your research so you get your spot. We talked about wearing the patch, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. This is where the case studies were done, behind the neck or below the belly button, but you can wear the patch anywhere you got pain, like Onyx said, to get the results. I told you a little bit about my testimony. Onyx told you about hers. Let's hear it from our friends on a testimony here that we're going to share with you tonight, which is incredible. We have got.
So you're going to hear several testimonies in just a moment. And I just want to remind everybody that this patch does not heal your body. It puts your body in a reboot and your body begins to heal on its own, exactly how God intended our bodies to heal.
So we've got Michael Thomas on here. If he could open up his camera and unmute himself. Maybe, Michael, you could tell us a little bit about how you got to know Michael and his mom, Janice, and you've been speaking with him for quite some time. You didn't have this kind of technology before, but this came into your mind, you know, that somebody introduced you. Maybe you could even tell them who introduced you to the X39, and then how you shared what has been going on, and maybe Michael can even explain, and his mom, Janice, can tell us a little bit.
Well, hey, Steve and Gina, I'm Mike Thomas, and I want to give a great shout out to my good college and high school friend, Ken Robinson, that introduced me to the patch. And man, it has been amazing. Just a little bitty thing that I put in my bag to add to what I do each and every day. And so I'm not going to talk about the little things that's done for me, like growing my hair back black, and, you know, and my vision being reversed. I'm not going to talk about that. So I'm going to hand it over to Miss Janice and Michael. It's Janice Gravely and Michael Alexander Jr. And she's going to tell exactly what happened to Michael in his early days and how and what has happened since the patches come to.
Hello. Michael was in a car accident when he was 4.5 years old, and he suffered traumatic brain injury with a fractured skull. Therefore, he had to learn everything all over again. Wasn't an easy process. Over the years, he did have therapies that was supposed to help him. It did for a little while, but it didn't last for long. So then, over the years, he just kept trying and trying. He'd go up and come down. Michael came by one day to see us and saw Michael wanting to walk across the room. And he watched him and he watched him come back. And he was like, I've got something for y'all. And that day he came back in and he had a patch, a miracle little patch. We put it on Michael, and I'm going to say by that afternoon, with me being a mom, seeing him all day long, not able to tell if he's making changes or not, that day I saw a change. He was doing things that he hadn't been doing. So Michael came back by the next day to check on him, make sure he was wearing the patch and everything. And he noticed some changes. So today, Michael was out and about and just enjoying the sunshine. And he was at one end and Mike Thomas was at the other end. And Michael walked to Mike Thomas. At the end of that video, he videoed Michael and he was excited that he could do it. So things that haven't been happening is starting to happen. Especially, he was affected on the right side of his brain, so therefore it affected the left side of his body. So the whole left side of his body was like not paralyzed, but he couldn't really use it as well as he could his right. As you can see, he's sitting here normal, like a normal person. Normally, this arm would just be all over the place. He couldn't control it. But now he can raise his hands together above his head. He can thumbs up as fast with his left hand as he can his right hand. And it's amazing. Like he's doing else, you know.
Michael, we're so
Wow.
excited for you.
Thank you.
Wow.
It changed it. He's changed my life.
Wow. Now, Michael, tell him another thing. I want to see, because I saw in the video you sent me where I got so emotional, how you said he couldn't stand up. And I want to see him stand up. Oh my God, Michael.
Woo!
Janice, how long has he been wearing the X39? Look at him. All right, Michael. We're so excited for you. How long has he been wearing the X39?
He's been on it since the middle of January.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep,
Wow.
January 15th.
And how long did he start to see? Well, I guess the first day you started seeing results.
The very
Yep,
first day. The very first day, that evening, he and I were getting ready to go home, and he was going out the door before me to get in the vehicle, and there was a siren coming down the road. And normally he's holding on to something. And as I went to set the alarm, I looked, and Michael was standing outside the door with his hands up, squatted, going, "I didn't do it. I didn't." Any other
That's
time.
incredible. I like Michael's sense of humor.
Me too.
And I will
Me
say
too.
that we are so excited to share with everyone. And so many people were blessed tonight, Michael, because you gave your testimony. And I will say that I am so happy that I and my wife, Jean, and I said yes to Onyx, and that Ken said yes, and that Michael said yes. And Michael had the courage to go over there and talk to you two, put this patch on, and you're blessed. And you know what? You're going to bless a ton of other people, because I'm sure now that you got both hands, you're going to be putting patches on your friends and your people. And because of your testimony, many people are going to get shared. You want to say anything to us, Michael?
It changed me.
Yeah.
It changed my life.
Wow. Well, we're excited that you could be
Wow.
on here tonight. You got a lot of people that are being blessed by what you're sharing with.
So all the guests on, that just shows you the power of God's favor right there.
Yeah.
I call this the little miracle patch. Again, this patch did not heal him. It just starts healing his body, and God's healing his body as it should be doing.
Yeah.
And
So,
just one,
Thank you.
go ahead, Michael. What did you say?
Mike signed his first diamond distributor Monday.
Wow. Come on, Michael. All right. Fantastic. You know what? We're going to be traveling together soon. Hang loose, my friend.
All right.
But
Thank you so much for blessing everyone on here tonight. What a blessing.
guys,
Thank you.
you know what? Now you can see what Gene and I were talking about when we were looking and praying and researching. We wanted something that's going to touch our friends. And again, you know, he's out there living life. And because of what this X39 has done for him, his life is being blessed. Let's talk a little bit about the money, and then we're going to wrap it up. Guys, every one of you that's on here tonight, I'm sure has got something that you'd like to accomplish. You know what? We can't guarantee nothing, but I will say this much, that if you decide to plug in and follow this team of leaders that is making things happen, we've got a way and a system and a training to help you win and succeed. And most people that I've been calling over the last 8 months want to do some more things, and they're realizing that they're going to have to do it on their own. They need to be proactive with their own health, and they know that. And they also got to be participating in their future so that they could spend more time with their family, have
That's
more
right.
time and freedom, security, and do some more traveling. The company is offering free trips. A bunch of us are all going. 200 of us are going to Aruba on a free trip in the next 4 or 5 weeks. And we're going to have a blast together. We want you with us. So all you got to do is plug in. And of course, better health. No matter how much money anyone makes, you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And let's get this, let's help everybody get out of debt so that they can have an incredible future together.
Absolutely.
And you know what? We're in this together. Let's do it as a team. One of the things that stood out to me was when I have conversation with people, it seems like so easy to talk to. Everyone seems to be open to stem cell therapy or what stem cells can do, but they don't really know about what I explained, how they go stagnant as you get older, but they do know that they want to have healthy stem cells. They don't have any idea that they could reactivate their own stem cells. The industry is going from 200 million to 300 billion. You talk to yourself and say to yourself, who do you think is going to have a big chunk of that market share when the only other competition is injections at a price of 10, onwards up to $100,000 because you have to have multiple injections that don't always work, or $99 for a month supply to just simply put a patch on to reactivate your stem cells that don't only go to a joint or a muscle, but go to every organ in your body, the weakest link. And how about a money back guarantee on your product? I mean, it's hard to get a money back guarantee on anything that you do, but you do with the X39.
That's right.
So a little bit about how does the money work to take advantage of it. Basically, you're only going to build a right team and a left team. So you're going to put people on the right, people on the left. I started with my cousin, my best man at my wedding on my right team, my mom and dad on the left. Then we put somebody else on the right team underneath my cousin, somebody under my mom and dad. Everybody tonight is going to go get placed underneath two legs, underneath your friend that you don't know. These people that you're getting placed underneath you, they don't know you. You're going to get people placed underneath you. You don't know. Your friends are going to put people underneath your friends that they don't know, and you get paid up to $25,000 a week for the people that they don't know. Very similar to franchising, but there's no brick and mortar store. There's no big franchise fee. You can get started by just buying some sleeves of product and you own your own company. The only difference here, instead of promoting hamburgers and French fries, you're promoting stem cell reactivation, and you don't have the expenses that you would have in a normal company, that you have employees and overhead and rent and insurance.
And
here,
shipping
you just get started and start having a great time. And I'm telling you, the ones that plug in and stick with us for the next 24 months are going to see an incredible, I mean, like I said earlier, at the beginning, all we're hearing is the emotion of our friends from their health. Now we're hearing tears of people financially saying we've never made this kind of money in our life. And it's really making us feel incredible, because that is what we intended to do to beginning. Now, we've got a matching bonus that's unlimited, but if you don't get excited about $1 million plus a year, you're probably not going to get excited about any more income. But there is more that the company rewards you for the people that you bring in to the opportunity. They reward you 25% for the people that you personally bring in. When they bring in somebody, you get paid for them as well. And when their friend's friend bring in people, you get paid up to 20% as well of what they're getting paid. Not from them. The company says, thanks for bringing them in. We're going to give you 20% of what they made this week. So that's exciting. You get paid every single week, and it's very, very lucrative. We've got sample envelopes in our system where we break down those sleeves that we showed you of $100, $99 for 30 sleeves, down to like 3 to 6, and we share them as you're out and about. Gina had braces a couple months ago or less than that ago, and she's been sharing them with some friends. They were getting results, and they've been signing up the people that she's been sharing with. Same thing at the hair salon. She goes to the hair salon, share them. I talk to people, give them some samples. Sometimes I don't give them samples. I just say, hey, there's a money back guarantee and they want to get started. But we have that to offer people in our system. If you can't sleep tonight, which I hope you can't, you want to go to Build 331 and take a look at the different 9 steps that Onyx, Gina, myself, the team have put together to help you win and succeed. There's things like more videos on the compensation plan. If you're Spanish, there's Mike Hernandez explaining in Spanish the compensation plan. There's any kind of questions you might have and what is the strategy right here on the Build 331. But it's very simple. We teach, talk to 3 people, patch, call, or text 3 people a day throughout your busy day. Then follow up with 3 people a day, and then put somebody on one of these Zooms, or put them in front of the presentation that you can download that I'm sharing with you tonight. Right there on step number 5, you can go scroll down and download this presentation and share it with a friend. Just read the slides like I'm doing, and you can have success. The time is now to make your move, because when you get started, when the momentum is happening, like Onyx was saying, this rocket ship that's exploding, people get caught up in the momentum, and our friends are kind of saying they don't even know what they did. They just open their mouth from some friends. It's kind of like, we don't know who Michael just sponsored as a diamond, but he opened his mouth, and because of all this momentum, everybody is winning. So we encourage you to get started tonight. Do not procrastinate. Here's our order form that Gina mentioned. If you didn't get one of these, you can download it on step number 4 at Build 331. It says undertake the order. Download it, send it to a friend. They can send it, or you can get a link. I like the order form because I like to go through it with people. I like to talk about the silver package or above. Silver is someone that just wants to be on the product. You can only make $100 a week in the program. Gold is what I really love or above. Gold and diamond are my favorite packages. Gold is $4.99. You get 5 sleeves. You got some for you, some for your family, and some to promote. And you can make everything in the compensation plan unlimited at Gold. The reason why we have a diamond package is because you want to be your own mini warehouse if you're serious about winning with us, because as you sign people up, that's why Michael was blessed, because his friend Michael came and gave him some patches so that he could be blessed. You're not going to want to share your own patches, because then you're not going to be getting your own feeling and feeling as credible as we all feel. So that's why a diamond, and you loan the sleeves. So you loan 3 sleeves to somebody that gets started on a gold. When they get their gold package, they give you 3 sleeves back. And when you have a diamond, you got plenty of sleeves to do that.
Right.
You get 2 months after the first month paid for auto ship. You get your sleeves down to $84 a sleeve, and you make $500 every time somebody enrolls on a diamond package. So you basically sign up 3 people. You're close to being in the black, which is very interesting in business. When you get on gold, you every time
I called in the green because you're going to start making money. Boom.
That's great. And then you want to be on auto ship. And the reason for that is because as the people are getting placed underneath you, whether you're putting them in or someone else is, or your friends are putting their friends in, you get volume and points, and that means money. If you're on auto ship every month, you get to keep your points, even if you didn't use them, which is money in the bank. 1 sleeve, you can make up to $100 in the plan, but I know you want more. 2 sleeves is for a husband and wife or a partner, or even if you're single, you got 1 sleeve to promote with. I just don't want to see any couples having one person
That's
running,
right.
doing jumping jacks, running up and down the stairs, swimming, jumping, snow skiing, and the partner is like walking around with a walker. All right, we want you to win, so make sure you get started properly. That's what we're here tonight to teach you properly. Get this form to your friend or fill out the link tonight before you go to bed. I'm going to let Onyx come on and tell you a little bit more about the system, what we're seeing, these opportunity meetings and the trainings that we do on Saturdays, how it's blessed everybody.
Awesome. So if you haven't taken a picture of that slide, I would take a picture of that slide, because you definitely want to connect with us on our team Facebook page. That's where you're going to find us. We're going to update you on everything that we've got up and coming, as well as all the rank advancements. And there's been so many rank advancements. It's really neat to see everybody. But as I've always said, the most important rank in this business is manager. And we have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands of managers. It's beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful to see. So the system is really very, very simple. As Steve mentioned earlier, you've got the Start X39 website, which is a great website that I give to 100% of everybody I interact with about X39. I sent it out today. I was with a girl at Hot Yoga, and today I texted her the Start X39 website. So even though I can explain everything about the patches, I don't. I lean on the tools, because it's in this kind of business, it's different than a traditional business. In a traditional business, it's about what you know. In this kind of business, it's about what duplicates. So it's not whether or not I know about the patches, because I do know about X39, but I don't tell everybody what I know about X39. I let the website tell everybody. Then Steve mentioned the other training website, which is all free. It's build331.com. Everything you need is there. It's the 9 steps for your success. You literally could spend 15 hours there. I encourage you, please do not do that. I would prefer that you are ignorance on fire, which means you're doing on-the-job training. So you're out there, you're pulling the back off of those stickers, and you're patching people, you're following up with people. And if somebody asks you a question you don't know, you look them in the eye and you say, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to get back to you. And send a text to your sponsor, send a text to me, send a text to Steve and Gina, put the question on the team Facebook page. Somebody in this group will be very happy to support you in helping you to find that answer. And this gives you a reason to go back to your friend who asked the question, which is fantastic, because what that does for you is it shows them that you're interested in their success. So every Saturday we do a training call. Last week it was last week, right? That we had David Schmidt was on. That is recorded. You can find it on the Onyx Cole YouTube channel, along with all the other recordings. And then here we also have upcoming, tomorrow night is Spanish. And then Friday afternoon, is that going to be Kevin and Emily on Friday, Steve?
You're on Saturday training.
They're on Saturday. Who's on Friday?
Friday is going to be Jennifer Sage out of Alabama. Just getting started, never did a network before, and she's crushing it. You're going to want to have your people on Friday at noon. We've got a opportunity meeting because so many people are semi-retired. Fridays they can get a little away for a 30-minute lunch break, and they can hear.
Yeah, it's just a quick 30-minute overview of the X39 and the compensation plan and how it all works.
Correct. And it's great for the Europeans. The Europeans have loved that.
Yes.
The quantum field team is exploding in Europe, as we all know as well, which is really great to see. So the Europeans love jumping on that 30-minute call on Friday. And then we'll all be on Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern. And we're in the middle of a 90-day run. And we have a party. Steve and Gina love to party. And we're actually going to do it at their house. So you know we're going to have fun. Gina knows how to throw one heck of a party. And we've got David Schmidt coming to the party. So you guys want to talk about the specifics on that one? It's going to be on April 15th.
We got a 30 days, basically. Today's the 15th. We got till April 14th.
You got it.
Okay, to get yourself to senior director. It's only the third rank in the company. And as with the momentum that Onyx was talking about, it builds. So what happens is people are coming in and faster and quicker. They're ranking up because their friends are ranking up. You know, it's the way business and sports work. When you have momentum, everybody is winning much faster. That's why I said you might have thought the time is now. Did I just say that? No, the time is now to get yourself in because you don't want to miss what's happening and people are winning very quickly. Maybe you haven't had a win where you want to be quite this moment, but believe me, you stick on the patch and you stick with our talk to 3 people a day within 1 month, that's 90 people, you are going to see incredible success. And why not come to our house and meet the inventor of the X39?
That's right.
Been in business for almost 20 years with LifeWave. And you're going to be able to hear him talk a special message just for the senior directors and above at our house and take a picture, meet him and say that that's part of your story now, that you can talk to new people, that you've met the inventor who took 10 years. I mean, he had the stamina and the tenacity and the long-term vision to stick with something for 10 years. Do not get off track. If you've got a dream, I encourage you to dust it off. That's because right. You are in the right place with the people that like to win.
So, hey, and as soon as you hit senior director, you'll get an invite from me personally to come to our house to have dinner. We're all dressed in white. It's going to be fun. You can dress up, wear whatever you feel comfortable in, but wear white. And David said, you know what? I'm flying in from international. I'm not sure if I'm going to have white on, but maybe I could just bring my lab coat. I said, you know what? It's okay. You're going to stand out. We're all going to be in white. You're not.
I love it.
Be fun, but we got fun time. I got a photographer there, Ron, because to be able to rub arms with him and be right there in the same room is going to be absolutely incredible. And it's going to be really special. We have a sit-down dinner. It's going to be a lot of fun and just everybody's coming together. People are flying in, people are driving in. It's going to start at 6 p.m. and last till whatever.
And a lot of you have been in, so you've got the momentum already happening. Do not look left or right, stay focused because you don't know. We didn't know that we were going to hit the highest rank, way higher than this rank in 23 days, okay? The company had to call, Onyx actually called us and said, did you know you hit the highest rank? No, we didn't know. So what I'm saying is that you don't know. We didn't even know how to hit the highest rank. We're just ignorance on fire, like
That's
she said.
Exactly
so
right.
we encourage you to do the same thing. You don't know who is searching, looking, has a big dream for their health and their finances out there, but believe me, plenty of people are. And again, what Onyx was talking about, we're not leaving anybody hanging. When we get you started, if you said, what do I do next? Well, guess what? Talk to 3 people tonight and tomorrow and get them on the Friday call to hear Jennifer. She will put them in your business, explain exactly how the X39 works and what you can accomplish.
Absolutely.
Put us to work
She's
for
on
you.
fire.
And it's so beautiful. There's like almost 500 on tonight's Zoom. There's almost 100 on the YouTube Live. And this is an opportunity for you all to have Steve, Gina, and myself, and all the leaders in this organization help you to build your business. So you put them on the Zoom, and then they get sent back to you in order to grow your business. Absolutely. So utilize us. We want to be your business partners. We want to help your business grow.
And for those of you who are getting started, it is a safe place. We don't take any names, any numbers. So when you send your guest here, you're going to follow up with them after the Zoom and get them enrolled and signed up. So you got no worries. Put us to work. Let us do the work. We are predictable, so it's going to be fun.
Now, Saturday is our training, so you want to put that aside, make a commitment, decide that you want to be on there to hear Kevin and Emily Wilson. They're athletes, they're
Yes.
entrepreneurs. They've had multiple companies, but they realize the potential that is happening here with X39, and they're going to be training us from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you want to make sure that you take advantage. Now, all you do is if you were saying to me, what do I do? Set a goal. How many people will you have learning how to build their business?
And
so
it's free.
it's free.
It's
And
amazing.
our business has literally exploded from just doing a Wednesday and a Saturday training. And now we're doing a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday. We got a Thursday, Spanish, and Saturday. But Saturday is key for learning exactly what to do. You will leave on that Saturday in 1 hour knowing exactly what to do and how to do it, all from Kevin and Emily. So we encourage you to be on there.
Can't
We're
wait.
traveling around. We're coming to you in Orlando, Jacksonville, Hilton Head, and we're going to be in West Palm Beach coming up. Onyx spoke about it. Here's our next live event, West Palm Beach, March 22nd. Put it on your calendar. The last one we had, Onyx was there. It was jam-packed. We had an incredible evening.
Yeah.
We love to connect with people and look people in the eye and let them know that they can win and succeed. So this is going to be incredible at the Airport Hilton, March 22nd. Okay. Here's again, take a snapshot of what's happening. Tomorrow night is Spanish. Mike and Sai Hernandez are going to crush it. They just came back from a West Coast tour in California. So we're
standing room only everywhere.
They were incredible. Incredible, as always.
Yeah, we're coming to you to help you. So if you know a Spanish friend, we don't want them to be left behind with their health. We want them to.
You all know the stats. This Latin community makes up 23% of network marketing in the United States of America. 23%, you all. Talk about huge opportunity. Huge.
Put yourself in a little bit of competitive state. If your boss said, I would give you $10,000 to have somebody on the tomorrow night's call at 8 o'clock, would you do it? You know you could.
Oh, you know
you'd have your brother, you'd have your cousin, you'd have a coworker, somebody. Do it for yourself and your family, because that's the kind of reward that we're seeing with people that are crying and telling us, boy, we've never made this kind of money. So look for a Spanish friend and put them on Thursday's call, and that everyone, all the different events that we got you to plug into. It's incredible. Well, people win it. And you know what? When Onyx told Gene and I in July that she took this company from 20 million to 280 million with no meetings, I said, what do you mean no meetings? No in-person meetings. Gene and I rarely have had an in-person meeting. We're putting a few on here, but everyone's like saying, oh my gosh, they're doing an in-person meeting. We've been doing these Zooms like she did since we started. And anyone can attend a Zoom. You don't have to get babysitters. You don't have to drive across town. You just set aside, you know what? I'm going to be on that Zoom call on the weekday and on Saturday.
Absolutely.
So it's been incredibly sharing with everybody.
Thank you, Onyx. We appreciate you. Super excited about tomorrow night, the Spanish at 8 p.m. Friday at noon. Jennifer is going to be absolutely incredible. And Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. You do not want to miss it. Kevin and Emily Wilson are going to give you some incredible information to take your business from here to boom, there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I promise you, it will be worth your time. And remember, all of these are recorded, so they're great to go on to Onyx School Network Marketing YouTube, and you grab them, share them with your friends. Like tonight, you go, whoa, I've got to share this video with my friend that couldn't get on tonight.
Yeah.
Do it. Don't wait till Friday. Don't wait till next week.
Yeah.
Do it now. Make the move, because people are really looking. They're searching for their health and financial. So, hey, before you go to bed, make sure that you fill out this form, get yourself enrolled, or click the link that they sent you and get yourself enrolled. Remember, we suggested gold or diamond. Get in where you're comfortable. Make sure you click the auto ship. And remember, 30-day money back guarantee. You cannot go wrong. And it's going to be worth it. You got to take, I remember David saying one time, for every decade you are, so I'm thinking, whoa, I'm 6 decades, 60 years old. I need to wear the patch at least for 6 months to really get the best results for my body to heal on its own and fix what's going on in there. So remember that. So be patient with yourself. Wear the patch persistently, consistently. And again, welcome. We are now business partners. Congratulations.
We're excited to reactivate your own stem cells, balance your brain, and partner up with you and help you win and succeed. Thank you, Michael and Michael and Janice for an incredible evening of sharing that wonderful, life-changing testimony. This is just the beginning for Michael.
And remember, in closing, this patch does not heal your body. It only puts your body on a natural reboot where your body begins to heal on its own, just like God intended. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you.
Michael, and Janice. Have a great evening.
Michael, hi, Janice.